Good morning, Jeremy Irons. We are on a new walk today and we're just noticing how this was obviously some kind of road or something because there's telephone poles on the beach. But massive erosion then along here. Yeah, interesting walk. Let's go. Really loves the runs, the schnips, the beach.
I'd say it's old there. I reckon that's the telephone line.
Oh my god. That's just crazy erosion. I just can't get over this. It looks like it's, I don't know, been like made like this. Look at the rocks up next to it. Like you said, just hammering into the ground. Brambles just hanging off the side like it's like a hair or someone's head. Back in the tunnel. So I do what I did last year, which is try to maximize the space in here, and to my detriment last year, because just stuff didn't, it was just way too many plants, way too many close together, and as it is I probably have way too many tomato plants next to each other. But look, we're going for it. Next year maybe I'll learn. However, last year we did peppers. The peppers I put into the ground and I put them down the center. It didn't do anything. Nothing happened, so they died to death really. Now they were also, I had cucumbers going up the middles, and I have my cucumbers here now this time. So I'm thinking if I give them another chance down the middle. This is a bit like unlike me, because usually when something doesn't work I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to do it again, forget it. However, I would like to get the peppers going, and I'm running out of time now, and they're really pot bound in these pots and they're looking good. What I've done is I've dug a trench, I've laid some well rotted manure in it, and I'm going to plant them in and we're going to see how we go. Which, yes, is going to make it difficult to get walking either side, but anyway, I just can't see the middle of this go without something going in here. Time to give them a good soaking. This soaker hose comes out here, goes up one side and down the other side, and then there's kind of a length left, and I'm going to run that up the middle. It works okay, it's not brilliant. There's still a slope here, so it's hard to get the water back up, but I might have to come in and water them a little bit. But I'm going to get them going with this anyway first. My slug patrol, as you can hear, are calling quits on the garden today. They want their dinner. You want your dinner? Yes! Oh, as are the geese over there, storming over to the fence to see what's going on. Right. So, as with everything I grow, I had too many, so I stuck two in here, and one there. Yeah, do you know what? It's worked out okay with the space. I hope anyway. Well, once the tomatoes take off, it'll be like a jungle. But anyway, this gang are just driving me insane. What's the matter? You're really hungry, are you? You want to go and have some dinner? There's somebody missing. Oh no, there's not. Right. Let's go get your dinner. So, our lovely neighbours have gone on holidays, and I am in charge of Tommy and the Milkas. Sorry, in case you don't know who Tommy and the Milkas are, they're our little neighbours. They live on this side of the fence and we live on the other side of the fence. And Tommy's in the middle there. He was an orphan from birth. His mummy died, and so these two came along to be his companions. And they're sort of a browny grey colour. I guess they're originally dairy cows of some sort or other, or mix. And yes, I brought you some treats. I did. Do you want to try one? What's that? Maybe not. I'll have to put it in your trough, won't I? Come on. This is one of the Milkas, and then the other one's coming, and so is Tommy. Come on, Tommy. They're all quite tame actually. This one especially. He's become a bit of a favourite. He's not sure about that. And a bit of... I did read that a favourite of cows is watermelon. Not sure they've ever had watermelon before. Anyway, let's give them their nuts. That's what you really want. Isn't that right? You can have your watermelon too. No. So, yeah, we call them the milker cows because, come on Tom, they are the grey, kind of browny, almost purpley colour when they were small, like the milker cow off the Milka bar. Oh dearie me, there's always a bit of a kerfuffle here about who gets to eat where. Tommy! Oh dearie me. Tommy can be a bit of a bully now, alright? But they're all very lovable. Yeah? So there you are. That's Tommy and the Milkas, who I'm looking after for a couple of days. Come on, Tom. Come and have your dinner. Come on. Come on, Tommy. Hey? It was a beautiful morning. And now the clouds have kind of rolled in. But however, we're going on a little walk. We're taking Rooney out for a little run. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the way. This is actually just very near to us. We are heading for the Sheep's Head Peninsula, and that's kind of the next peninsula next to Mizzen. And we're sort of on the Mizzen, I suppose you could say. Or the
On the Mizzen.
No, on the Mizzen. The Sheep's Head Peninsula was actually the first place that we wanted to find a house. We were hoping to find a house, and so this will be interesting to show you. If we get a chance, we might be able to show you one that we actually went sail agreed on. But this is a lovely little road. There's so many little derelict farms on it. Look at that. Now I'd say it's attached to a farm, yeah. A bit like our own. The road less travelled, with the grass down the middle. Although just on the section that we're looking at there isn't any grass. But it's a nice spot. I guess the far mountains over must be Kerry. We can wave over to Noel and Jill in the hidden house. It's Dunbeacon Stone Circle. Another little farmhouse. Look at that. And actually, straight across there is actually the property that we were talking about.
Oh, Gearhammon, yeah.
Gearhammon. Right next to the yellow house.
Let's pull in, let this car past.
Was a property that we were looking at previously. Bob can zoom in. This is the lovely little village of Doris. I guess it's about the same size as Ballydehob. Sweet little place. Just at the end of the Sheep's Head, or you could say, sorry, the start of the Sheep's Head.
Sheep's Neck, I suppose.
Sheep's Neck, or Sheep's Arse.
Why come all the cars are going this way?
Because this is the Mizzen. No, sorry, because this is the Sheepy's Head.
Just around that headland is where we saw our granary we were going to purchase, and this was a lovely walk. We were wondering we could walk into Doris.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Or cycle in or something.
And then over there is the most amazing building. And you know, it's just gradually being washed away, but it's known as the corn store.
I thought it was the granary.
here with the for sale sign on was what we looked at and we went sale agreed on. Still sitting idle.
If you want the full story on that place,
Most amazing view.
check out West Cork 1. Their video will be out in a week or two.
This little spot here is the memorial of the Air India disaster, which actually was only just celebrated there. 40 years.
Celebrated.
Not celebrated, but 40 years was it? We are entering Anakista. This
Nice
is
park
where
here.
Graham Norton lives. Little pier. There's a fisherman down there bringing in some fish.
It is thin.
And now we are coming into Kilcrohan, which may be a little bit bigger than Doris and Ballydahop.
Bit run down.
The White House Cafe.
Thought it was a little bit there.
It's a big rocky outcrop.
I did go along this. There's a little beach down there actually.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think the angle comes across in this video.
No, probably
It's
doesn't.
quite vertical.
Oh my golly! You're really high up when you go along the Milkas Peninsula on one side, but never this high.
It's a
Are you?
shame it's not clearer, isn't it? When you're higher up than the the telephone lines.
We are on the Sheep's Head Way, and we are here. Look at that. Open ocean. The Sheep's Head Way.
Oh, there is a house down there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Shall we just read and see how far it is for just a little walk to the end? Wild Atlantic Way sign. What? No. Oh, sugar. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay, that's the end of that, so. Oh, Rooney. And they don't allow doggies. Look at that. Dogs not allowed, even with a lead. I suppose there must be sheep. Oh well. Maybe we can head back and find somewhere else just to take her for a little wander. So, we got here and we realised we can't bring Rooney. I guess we should have done our homework.
Would you like a weekend home or a holiday home up in a place like this?
Maybe. The little stone walls are so white as well.
Yeah.
Like there's
Sand
nothing
blasted.
grew on them
No.
because it's just so exposed.
I love the little lakes as well.
Yeah. Here's the stone walls again.
Why don't you jump down and grab a few?
I don't think I can get close enough.
There's a little perfect
here.
spot here if you want to try.
Oh, Jesus, Rob, do you know how deep that is? So that mirror in the grass was me taking my shoes off and creeping into this lake for some of these lilies that I'm kind of hoping might take in our pond. However, I will have to watch them like a hawk because the ducks rather like lilies.
So how many did you get?
Just 2 sort of plants.
Destroying the back of my car, eh? They look lovely,
Yeah.
Claire. I can't wait to see what the ducks think of them.
So, but they were among stones, like it wasn't actually in soil, so
Really?
I'm going to have to really think about where they go.
Super.
There you go, adventure.
Couldn't take the dog for a walk, but Claire went swimming with the fishies.
The lilies.
A present from our, when we were kids, we used to get a stick of rock from our day trips.
Oh yeah.
But now the ducks are getting a few lilies.
The ducks aren't getting the lilies.
Anyway, we're looking for something to
It
do.
was actually quite warm though.
Yeah?
You could actually quite happily
Should
swim
have
in
done a
there.
haze outdoors. Onwards. It's a nice spot though.
It's lovely. Boat. What did Rooney find? The puffin?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Well,
Yeah, look at him.
smile.
A little puffin. I don't know if that's the actual size or if that's a baby. I've never seen one in live, so I don't know. I guess they live in the rocks around here. Why not?
Michael, Star Wars.
Well, I know, yeah. But maybe on the outskirts of these. It's kind of wild. Fast run, doesn't it, Rooney? We've gone back on the lead now because there's some people here. And Rooney tends to think that everybody comes to see her. And so she has to go and see them. So this is Tra Ruam. This little memorial is for the 6th fisherman drowned on September the 20th, 1899. Wow,
What's that say?
that's kind of cool. Lots of jellyfish.
It's a dead end.
This looks
What
like
kind of
it
a
was
car is that?
building. Where?
This was a building. This is where people park. There's not much parking there actually. And then it's straight down there into a little bay.
Oh,
Beautiful,
that's
crystal clear
really
water.
cool.
Can we see it?
It's lovely. I was never here.
Well, you're here now
I know.
on YouTube, Vista Trekker. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. I'll link it below. But he actually spent a night here camping during winter, I think. I'd say it'd be wild to stay here during a storm.
Yeah.
However, where we were, it was quite.
Oh my god, it'd be lovely to dive around there.
I think so. Well, when we were here, or sorry, when we were on the other side, it was really windy, like, but super sheltered now, isn't it?
Very sheltered.
Let's just have a quick
Guess
look
these rocks just
at the
stop
visibility,
all
shall we?
the. Okay. This is what Rob says about every beach and every pier. We have to check out the visibility. For fear he might have to jump in, you know, and spear a fish. Although we don't have a spear gun. We have a red setter though. We could send her in for a fish.
Pretty good, Claire.
Oh, gosh, it is.
Ah.
I say it like I know.
And there's a place up here.
Gosh, it really is, Rob. This is only 30 minutes away.
Where Mike used to go fishing, and actually it goes out. So even though you can see some seaweed down here,
That's a long way down.
it kind of slopes out.
Yeah,
But really interesting about this, see this place here?
yeah.
They built a wall across it, and it used to be a storing area for the herring, I think.
Oh, I see.
So they catch
So
the fish.
they'd
and
go
they'd
in
pop
and
it
get stuck.
Yeah. But I think the wall was a lot bigger. You might be able to see.
Oh, I see the wall. That must still capture fish.
So that's man-made, I think. It's possibly the, what was it, the Edwardian time or something. It's a very long time ago. They built a massive stone wall there. They used, I believe, bring the boats up to it and unload into here.
And then how did they get them out? Up there?
They just fished them out again when they wanted them.
From where though?
Maybe they left them in nets or something. I don't quite know. But this used to be a fish storage. I'm not sure. I think maybe it predates the fish palaces. There's loads of palaces around here. They're not actually palaces. They're just places where the fish used to be salted and iced. Two different types of palace. There was more trade done in this area of West Cork. There's a dolphin out there actually. There's more trade done in this area than there is in Dublin. So a lot more ships around from the, I think from the 15 to the 1800s used to come to West Cork instead of Dublin. It was one of the most busy areas. And there's tons of little harbours, little holding areas like this, little piers like this, views like this. But I've always wanted to dive here. It just looks fantastic to swim around there, doesn't it? I don't know what you'd find, but I think it would be just nice. Anyway.
You'd think even with a fishing rod up the pier you'd catch.
Yeah, I reckon
something.
all the fish are gone. There's nothing left these days, Claire. There's a huge sculpture there.
Oh!
What is that?
Would you look at that? A mermaid.
Is it?
Hmm.
That's an amazing piece of work.
Yeah. That
Well done, you.
was pretty impressive. Cheers.
And I'm driving.
Half Murphy's, only the best. At this amazing location, which honestly didn't realise how amazing it was until we came here, did we? It's beautiful.
I didn't know we were coming here.
No, I'll give you a quick roundabout. Look at this lovely garden and this amazing view. Anyway, we're at the Tin Pub in Ahakista. I can highly recommend it.
Ahakista.
Ahakista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a difficult name.
Yeah. The Tin Pub is a tin pub, cladded in wood on the inside, but tin on the outside. As the lady said, as cold as hell in the winter, which is why they don't open in the winter anymore. But beautiful, beautiful spot. There's a little path down there, Rob. That's the end of our Sheep's Head
Yeah, it was an interesting day.
adventures.
Nice to see
Yeah,
the
it
place.
was really, really nice.
I'm getting my lemonade and my bacon fries. I saw these and I was like, oh my god, I haven't had them in so long.
Yeah. Pity that we couldn't take you all the way out to the Sheep's Head. We'll have to do that another time. Didn't realise you can't take a dog out there.
Yeah.
Actually, after reading online now, we realised that lots of people were stuck in that position where they had a dog and they couldn't go. So yeah, if you have a dog, don't go to the Sheep's Head because you can't take it. And in this little village, someone very famous lives here.
He makes wine too, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've that in common.
Yeah, barn full of wine. Anyway, yeah, Graham Norton lives here. We heard he just lives over the. But I don't know how true this is. But anyway, so we'll see you next time. Slán go fóill.
You're a meal of market.
The road less travelled with the grass down the middle. Oh man.
Not that less travelled.
We might do a episode on that on our West Country Irish Country Life.
No, or West Cork Wander.
West Cork Wander, sorry.
Right, turning right to Kilcrahan. There's the sign. The guy was making the maps and he said, how far is it? The local said, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 kilometres.
You'd think even with a fishing rod up the pier you'd catch.
Yeah, I reckon
something.
all the fish are gone. There's nothing left these days, Claire. Except a bit of chocolate in your mouth. Other side. There you go. Did you get it all?
Stop.
Blooper. Right, to the next spot in our adventure. Now we swim over to the seagull. Stephen Seagull.